Good morning, everyone. So in today's video, I have some new items that LDRS Creative has brought to HSN. I happen to know that HSN already has their 750 craft cart going, and that is daily. So I do want to make that clear at the top because I do get a lot of questions about that because people will shop on the Monday before the craft day, which are usually on Tuesdays, and then be surprised when there's another 750 on Tuesday. So for the 24-hour period, that's Monday, 24-hour period, that's Tuesday. Maybe they extend it to Wednesday. I don't know that yet. It'll be another 750. So 750 for each day, okay? So that's already going, and I know some of these have birthday pricing and all that kind of stuff. So I will have these items listed in the description box. Those will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links, possibly in this little shopping bag here. If it appears for you guys, it might be down in the description box also. You'll see some little images, but I also have just the clickable links to written out in the description box. But these items were sent free of charge from my review, and of course, all opinions are my own. So I want to show all the sets because today I'll be working with the Merry Christmas Inlay stamping kit. And I mean, it's amazing. I can see that they are photopolymer stamps. So we're going to work on this one today, but I do want to show you the other sets. So this is the Christmas tree shopping set. Very cute. The bundle shows up with the photopolymer stamps and your dies. So they have some little imagery there to show you how you might want to color them. I always like that inspo just to get me started. But that's one of the new little bundles here. There's another one called Christmas Curb Appeal, which is really cool. It's this whole die set. There are no stamps in this one. It's just all dies, I mean, a ton of dies, 54 dies there, to create something like what you see back here. So if you love your die cutting, which I just really, really enjoy, you're going to have all these abilities to create doorways and, of course, whatever you like, right? So those are some examples. This one's really cute. So what this one is a set called Christmas Postage Collage. I think it's slightly different, the name, but the initial bundle will be this. It does have a stamp set. I do not have the stamp set, but it'll be something like this, the photopolymer stamp set, but with Christmas related items. I don't have it here to show you guys, so you know, just know that this main bundle will have the die set, which you will need if you want to do the add-on, right? Or you can just use the add-on however you like. You don't have to have the die set, but it's geared to be worked together. So hopefully you can see kind of what's going on here. So you have this die that'll cut these little areas. If you want to cut, you know, other little layers and matte layers and things, you can definitely do that with these other pieces. But you can do the stenciling or the stamping in each one of these little I would say quadrants, but that would be 4. But anyway, each one of these little areas. And so it does come with the stamp set to help you do that. It comes with a stencil set for that, you guys. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. So there's 3 layering stencil in here. You can see your little snow globe, your poinsettias, your baubles, your ornaments, your snowman, Christmas tree, and then like, I think that's another, yeah, it's just like a pattern. How cute is that, right? So the initial set has the die, a stamp set that I don't have to show you, and the stencil. There's an add-on, so you can create, you know, with this throughout the year. So there's all occasions postage collage add-on, and it has all this cuteness to it. There you go. Thank you for being so generous. Hugs by mail. How cute is that? A note to say hello and I miss you. Sending so much love. Mail hugs and kisses. So you can see some of these shapes have to do with like what's here. Again, I don't have the Christmas stamp set to show you, so you can just check that out. Again, I have the product links there, and you can see all about it. And then here are the stencils for this one. So you have like these beautiful tulips, a little rainbow and clouds, a little birdie there, a little butterfly scene. Look at this with a little hearts coming out of the envelope, and then like a cute little pattern here. So just different ways to mix and match those guys, but we will follow up. Oh, sorry about that with that one. This one is super adorable. This is the Twisty Treats box, and I believe it's called Christmas Twisty Tweets. Oh my gosh, say that one time fast. Christmas Twisty Treats box. So initially it'll come with the shape that you need for your Twisty box, and then it comes with Christmas related decorations. And I'll just show you real quick some of this here so you can have an idea. Super easy. You're just going to cut out 2 of that base piece. You're going to glue them together. Of course, you're scoring all the lines. And then you just kind of twist it. It just like pops in place. So you have the Christmas example here. You have a Halloween one and birthday examples. And it's that easy, guys. So that's why the instruction is pretty simple here. But I do want to show you that's the initial set, right? Because you would want to have the base box, and then you have your cute little dies to help you make like little gifts, little trees. It has the words Merry Christmas. It has panels, which I think is really adorable. Let me see. Yes, so if you pick up all three, you're going to have different little panels for it, okay? So this one's just like a rectangular shape. But if you want to pick up the birthday Twisty Treats die set, you have, you have this add-on. You have the panel that's like scalloped. You have a birthday cake that's layered. You have the words happy birthday. You have confetti, balloons, candles, super cute. And then there's the Halloween add-on set. So if you like, excuse me, yeah. So if you want the whole collection, you're going to want the Halloween one. And this one comes with kind of like a little funky shape for the matte layers. You have Trick or Treat. How cute is that? Spider web, little jack-o'-lantern kind of face. Looks like little witch hat, spiders, bats. And this looks like something that's a little scary looking. Let me see if I can tell what that is. Maybe like, oh, I see. Okay, so it's the side of the witch's face. You can imagine the hat goes on there. So the hat goes here, that's what's showing you, and then you would see like the silhouette of the witch face. Very cool. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys those, but today we are going to get started with the Inlay kit, is what they're calling it. Merry Christmas Inlay stamping kit. So let's check this guy out. There are a lot of stamps on here. There's 2 stamp sets. Again, photopolymer, they smell so good. Why is it to me that photopolymer smells like chocolate? Sometimes it smells coconutty, I don't know. Maybe something in my brain's telling me that's how it smells, but there you go. This is a nice large stamp set. I do want to give you an idea of how big, like this first one, you know, is like almost 3.5 inches tall and about 3 inches wide, and then you can imagine these other guys are about the same, right? As far as the little scene you're going to create. So, wishing you a very Merry Christmas. I'll show you the inspo on the back in just a moment. The cute, actually, they're very beautiful ornaments. Some poinsettia, some cute kind of little layering things. Hopefully you can kind of see what's going on here. Like this one's kind of at the bottom, this one's up here, you know, and you're going to layer them in different ways. Little gifts with the lid separate from the base. Some more little kind of bits that will help you decorate here. Season, Merry Christmas, 'tis the all the way, jingle, and then this cute poinsettia piece here. Or, yeah, I said poinsettia, but it's like leaves. And then we have like a stag that is so beautiful. And on back here, then you can kind of see how these would layer up. So you can see how you have this greenery, but then you have like the ornament and then like the little stars here. And so that would be your inspo. So on this one, you have that beautiful greenery, the poinsettia, and then like those little bits and bobs that are here and there. 'Tis the season. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my goodness, you guys. I really want to try this one out. That's so pretty. So you have 'tis the season. Again, they're separate, so you have the different colors, and then all these different little bits here. Like this poinsettia, you can see that you used it here, or she used it here and there. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is just grab some paper and some inks, and we're just going to get right to it. So I will be right back. So to begin, I just grabbed some paper. I'm just going to create my own card base and a topper. I might do something that they're showing here. I really love the white, and then like this other piece was die cut, sorry, and then this white rectangle or however. So we will see when we get there. Maybe I'll just do the one, or just cut it down like this, right? However you like. But I want to make my card base like a light blue, so I think I've used this paper before. I need to cut it at 5.5 inches. It's just a little bit bigger than that because I cut a matte layer from it. You know, I like my matte layers 5 3/8. So there's a little extra on this one. So 5.5 by 8.5, and then we're going to score at the 4 1/4. And that's just for a standard A2 size card. I mean, these stamps can go on basically anything that's, you know, at least I would say 3.5 inches wide, like a slimline. Or a mini slimline, or however, right? So I have that guy. I'm going to cut this piece down. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do 5 3/8 just to begin with. Actually, I'm going to cut it at 5.5. Sorry. I'll do 5.5 by 4 1/4, and then when I want to trim it down, I'll trim it down. What's nice about trimming things down with a die is that you can see exactly where you're going to cut it, and then you can center it that way. Otherwise, when you're stamping, you want to center it already, because that's how you want it to look, right? That's where you want it to be. So something to think about. But right now it's just as big as this guy. I will use a platform, sort of a stamping tool you would like to use. Let's go ahead and put that on here like this and like this. And I said I would grab papers and inks and all that, and all I did was grab the papers. I have not grabbed the ink yet. So let's build this guy up. And with this as my inspo, I have it sitting in front of me here. I think the first thing I want to lay down is the this beautiful piece. That way I have a really good idea of where that is. Let's see here. So I'm taking this guy from the smaller set here. Place it like right here. Okay, I'm gonna grab some ink and I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm gonna make it very similar to what we have in the example there. I think I need one more piece of tape to help me out here because these are brand new photopolymer sets, and you can see they're sticky. So I just go for it, but a lot of people like to stamp off first, so you might want to, I'm gonna use this very, very light blue. Just rub, 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 rub. And that usually helps with that layer there. To go ahead and remove that, you might want to take a little bit of alcohol and just wipe it off, or just wipe it off with like a baby wipe, or put it on your shirt, whatever it is that helps get that stickiness off. For me, I just kind of go for it. So, but just some tips in case that's not working for you, you know. I'm going to build this up a couple times because I know this light blue is super light. And I think I used that in a tutorial recently, and people are like, oh, I can barely see that. So I'm going to darken it up, but I do want it to stay pretty light in the background. Not in the background, but just like a light blue. Okay. And then, you know, from here, you know, you have your registration mark essentially. So what do you want to go next? You want to do the accent or the little stag, you know, whatever it is. So I'm going to remove that. I'm just going to put it to the side for now. Put this away. Let's do this little guy, and I do want to stamp him also in a nice brown, so I will do that. We'll put that right there, and you can see, let me get closer for this one, there's a shape for him there, right? So let's place that there, and I'm just looking at, you know, where the leaves are, where that little spot is, his little legs are in there. I can bring it down probably a little more if I wanted to, and I'll go ahead and do that. I mean, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. You have some space there. Play with that. And I'm going to take this up. And there's an, you know, I'm going to use a dark brown. So even if I was a little bit off, the light blue would kind of fade away underneath it anyway. So let's use this one. Again, he still has that little dispersion layer on him, so. I think I'm gonna leave it just like that. Now I did use a water-based ink, so it's a little bit watery. Got kind of in some of the spots there. So just, you know, control your ink. Let me wipe this off. And let's continue on with the accent. Sorry about that. I just switched out to get some red ink, and it'd be this portion again from the small set. These are all kind of on the same piece. Actually, now that I look at it, you have the stag and then the accent piece plus this guy, and even some of the sentiments that they use there. Okay. And this guy, I'm just looking, looks like, you know, this little dot dot dots registration could be kind of right around there. But we're just kind of looking at it, and I'm just seeing how it's nestled in the image over here. Let's see. It's actually a little bit higher. There we go, something like that. Something like that. Okay, I'm getting it. So as I'm looking at it, these little dots are kind of off to the side. You have the little red areas there. So I'm just trying to nestle it in where it makes sense. Something like that. Maybe this is a little bit higher up right here. Okay, that looks pretty good right there. And I'm just going to go for it. Let me bring this up just a little bit. And I'm going to use a red on this one. I'm not going to press as hard as when I did the stag. I just know that light blue one needs a lot. The stag could have been a little bit lighter, you know, addition there. Photopolymer stamps take a lot of pressure. They're very rigid. Where if you're using acrylic stamps, you want to be a little more careful in how you're pressing because they can get like a ghosting effect. That looks really lovely. And then maybe a slightly different red for the poinsettia. I don't know if you're going to see the difference, but I'll use like a little deeper or different kind of red for this little guy. And honestly, if I wanted to, I can just go right in with this one So I'm just trying to grab a little guy, and again, it has a little stickiness there. Wipe that off. I mean, there you go. And you can pop these guys in wherever you want, however. So the intention is that you'd have one like in here. And again, I'm just eyeballing this, so I'm just looking down in there. And if I'm happy with it, I'm just going to go for it. And just make sure it's making contact everywhere, since I'm not using the platform. And then same thing with this one. Right down in here somewhere, you know, however you want. Right there. Just going to hold that. Cute, okay. And then we have our sentiments. Let me clean up a little bit and we'll add our sentiment. My card very much like the one they had there. So I have the "'tis the" and then "season." And, you know, we can just kind of pop that down there. That looks pretty good and even there. I'm going to grab another red. Let's do Scarlet Rose. And then I'll add the "'tis the." So I'm just dab. Now this is a hybrid ink. I'm going to do another card for you guys with the hybrid ink. This first one was water-based inks that I was using. And, you know, they took in the detail and things a little bit differently. So I want to do another one for you guys with the hybrid inks so you can see what that might look like. They're a little drier ink, right, where water-based inks are water-based, and they just can really suck in. So let's do that. Gorgeous. And then, oopsie. And then "'tis the," or "'tis the," however you like to say that. I'll just do a quick black inking on that one. So I'm going to do is grab another card base, another piece of cardstock, and we will do another example. Okay, so there's one card front all finished up. Okay, so I have reset a new piece of paper here, and also going to do this one portrait. I don't know, a lot of times I do my cards portrait, hardly ever landscape, but these will work either way. So let's try this one. It has a little more layering, and so what I'm going to do is start with, again, what I would consider my anchor. So it's this guy, and then we'll go in with the other pieces. And I'm going to use hybrid inks on this one. Again, a little different than your water-based, you know, dye ink, and see what that looks like. So I'm just kind of centering it here. I might die cut this. I might just trim it down, so I'm just going to pop that in there like that. Pick that up. Again, photopolymer, so that one was so sticky it picked up my paper, so let's put that back. And I can tape this down a little more. I'm not inking up or anything on the edges. So let's get this a little closer. And there you go. Again, it has that dispersion layer if you want to get that wiped down or come off however you like. I'm just going to go into the stamping. And so I have this nice dark green. You know, I'm kind of rubbing this on here in a funny way. So what happens is if you do that, you get like a little streaking, and if you like that, it's just another look. Let me see if I have a scrap of paper I can show you what I mean. Okay. I'll just stamp on this. This is the back of gold paper. But if you want to just do your dot kind of inking, I don't know. I hope you can kind of see. It has like little lines. So that's a way to use ink in a fun way to get a little texture. For right now, I'm just trying to lay down the color, so I'm gonna go ahead and ink up on that dot kind of way. So it has a little bit of that look. I missed the portion right there, so I'm going to try to push that a little harder here. I think I'm going to do it again. least that's been my experience. How about you guys? Let me know what you think of hybrid inks, that they're just a little drier. They have a different feel to them. Pretty. Keep pushing hard enough in the very center. There we go. Okay, so there's that gorgeousness. Let me clean this off. I do have the LDRS Creative ink cleanser, extreme clean. You can find this on their site. What I'm showing you here is on HSN, but their cleanser is on their site there, and you can just kind of dab, 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 and that just helps you clean up your hybrid ink. And if your stamps get stained, it's fine. It's just you're cleaning the actual ink, so this is not going to reconstitute. Like if I have a little green on here, even though I'll use green next time too, it's fine. You just cleaned it up right. Let's see. So after that one, I would want to. So pretty. I like the little green tone it has on it. Anyhow, let's see. Let's see. They have like these little sparkles. All this here. And she has it like in a, and when I say she, I'm talking about Angie, the owner and creator there of LDRS Creative. And so, you know, you can kind of see again where you want to pop that in, kind of nestling it in. I see these little guys are here, these are here. I can see this one just misses that greenery there. So that's probably a good spot for it there. And then maybe a little bit different over here on this side. That's lovely. A little bit further down on this side, like right there. And again, they used like a brown tone, which is really cool. So why not? We'll do that too. Let's see. I was gonna say I want iced tea. So LDRS Creative, their iced tea, it's just a lovely kind of reddish brown. And I got something on here. What is that? Hold on, let me clean this off. There we go. We don't want that there. It's just a really pretty brown. I love their iced tea. I love the name of it too. You know how when you look through iced tea and it's just like that really pretty, I don't know if it's reddish brown, a little something like that. Okay. Cute. Like that. Okay. I'm just going to clean this one up and I'll be right back. And then the last two accent things are this ornament here and then this poinsettia. So if you want to make them the same color, or you know, they're kind of separate from each other, so you can definitely lay them both down and just ink up the colors you want. So let's grab those. And this big guy looks like, maybe, I'm trying to see what they have. Okay, so see how there's like a delicate leaf right here next to this guy. It looks like they have that one facing in up here. So as you nestle this in, you're kind of looking at the leaves. And see how, again, that little delicate one and then this guy right next to it. That's the one that's supposed to be over here. So just kind of checking out where those leaves are. I think that looks perfect right there. Lovely. Maybe a little bit more this way. Okay, and then we have our little ornament over here that just kind of hangs down here. So what you have is the little cap on your ornament and then like a little center dot. So you're going to look at this and kind of nestle that in there so that makes perfect sense there. That is really cute, you guys. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to put this down. I'm doing it all at once because I'm going to stamp them both red. But I want that to hold there. Very cute. Oh my gosh. Just try and move it over a little bit. A little more that way. Let's pick those both up. And I'll use Scarlet Rose. Cute. And let's just get that color on here. Lots of color. Gosh, you guys, that's gorgeous. Lovely. There's that. Let me clean this up with a little bit of my cleanser and I'll be right back. Squeaky clean, literally. So it makes like a little squeaky sound. Oopsie. And today my hands are just throwing things everywhere. And again, I'm just copying that there so you can kind of see how they came up with that. So wishing you a very Merry Christmas can go like right in here. And if you would like to heat emboss this or something like that to make it kind of shiny and pop, you definitely want to use an embossing buddy. If you're making these like you're gonna make several of them, you know, I would just switch out my paper, do the green again, do the green again, do the green again, or however, and then go in and do the next accent portion, put your paper back and all that kind of stuff. And it should line up if you're doing the same thing, right? You're using the same size paper, putting it in your corner in your stamping platform. You'll hit it the same every time, even if you're switching out your paper. So there's that, and wishing you a very Merry Christmas. And let's go ahead and just stamp that out. Oh, I have my Raven here. I will go ahead and link the inks to LDRS Creative's site if you would like to check those out. They sell them in these little packs like this, like jewel packs. Mine are probably all mixed up because I've been, you know, using them and I put them back in a funny way. But like this one here is called Cobblestone, and I think that one is probably called Cobblestone with the same colors that I just showed you because I always put those back. But a lot of times if I'm doing layering, I have this light purple and a dark purple, and then I put them back in the package and I might have put them in the wrong spot, right? So there you go. I will say one other thing about hybrid inks is that you can use them, let's say I'm stamping with this black ink and then I want to color it in. You can use them with watercolors or water-based colors, and you can color in with alcohol ink markers, and that's what's really nice about those guys. So just want to show you a little bit of difference between those inks and how they might perform. So let me grab this guy. We're done. I was going to die cut this, so thank goodness, because I got a little tear on my paper there. Water-based ink. I mean, they're different colors, so it might be hard to relate them, but I just want you to see how they look. And then your hybrid inks over here. I will be right back. Okay, so to finish off my card toppers here, I have a couple things. My blue card base, right, the one we initially created for this guy. And I just cut a white piece of cardstock at 5 3/8 by 4 1/8 because that's what I like. If you want to do 4 by like 5 1/4 or mat the whole thing, but you know, if you have blue cardstock at the base, you want a little bit of it to peek out. But if you mat layered the whole thing 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. Ooh, I could run this through an embossing folder. I mean, if you want a little more texture, I'm just kind of copying a little bit of what they did on the examples there. So there's that guy. And then I have the scalloped rectangle from my stash. And so I'm going to use this outer one, which it looks like I've used it recently because I did not clean that out, but generally you want to clean those out. You just get a better die cutting if you have a nice clean die that doesn't have paper already in there, because what happens is that paper sometimes will obstruct your die cutting. It won't let the other paper, like, you know, get in there, so then you just have a spot where it might have been a dead spot. So you definitely want to clean that out as well as you can. So anyhow, I will run this through here, and again, like I said, this way you can kind of now see like where I want it. Do I want it down towards the bottom, maybe up towards the top, or you know, dead center, which is generally what I would do. But like about here, that looks good. And then just pay attention to how straight it is. So I'll put some tape down and then run that through, and I'll do the same thing for the other one. So I want them to look basically exactly the same, so you have an idea of what they might look like with the different design. So that one I'll run that through, and then this one I'll do the same thing with that die. I'll pop it on top here, and then this one I have a white card base, again standard A2 size, and then I will matte layer that with this piece of red cardstock that is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 again, and then I'm going to run this one through with that same die. I'll be right back. Okay, so you know, you can pop on some dimensionals or just stick them down flat. I think this one I'm going to stick down flat, and then the other one I'll put some dimensionals just so you have a difference there, how they look. And then the other one, before I stick it down, I'm also going to pop on a little rhinestone. So if you are first and foremost a stamper, this is definitely something you would really, really love. I'm going to take this little guy and just pop a little rhinestone in the center of these guys. And I went with the white kind of crystally color because of that light blue that's in the background. So let me get some dimensionals on the back of this and I'll be right back. So some low profile, dimensionals on that one, and just pop it on here. And there you go. 2 cards with a very different look, but both very lovely. Again, water-based dye inks over here, or yeah. And then over here we have your hybrid inks, and you can see a little bit of the difference there. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much, LDRS Creative, for sending these items for review. Keep an eye out. I'll have reviews on all the items I showed you at the beginning of the video here. I have all links there for you. I'll have images coming up, and I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.